Greetings to the motovlogging community and fellow YouTubers. Trictacular here. We're just out for a ride today on this crisp winter's day. We've been having quite a bit of rain and cold temperatures in our area, so it hasn't been very comfortable to get out for a ride. Today is only about 41 degrees Fahrenheit, but we thought while the sun is shining we'd get out for a little wind therapy. We've got our sweaters on and riding jackets, gloves. My wife has a scarf on, and we're also wearing our rain pants for some added insulation. So for today's topic, I thought I'd talk about jury duty and jury summons. Have you ever been selected to serve on a jury or be interviewed to possibly serve in a trial? I received a letter last November 2015 by the British Columbia, Canada Sheriff's Office that I was to report to one of our local town's courts on January the 4th of this year, 2016, to be possibly interviewed for jury duty. Now, the stretch of freeway that we had to go to the courthouse at this time of year can have some very bad road conditions, whiteouts. There have been fatalities in the past. They even have gates on some of the on-ramps where if the visibility and weather conditions are too poor, they will not let vehicles onto the freeway. So I wanted to find out, just a hypothetical question. Say I woke up in the morning when I was to report for this interview to be a juror, and we had about 8 feet of snow on the ground. What would I do in that case? Because on the letter it said, if you do not report, you may be charged. So on the letter it said, phone the sheriff's office if you have any questions. It had a toll-free number. So I tried calling this number several times, and of course you always just get an automated recording no matter what button you press. And after the lady said her little paragraph, I was conveniently disconnected. The phone line went dead. So I thought, well, what now? I thought I'll phone our local police department. They should have an answer. So I spoke to some of the ladies on the phone that manned the front desk. They didn't have an answer. I said, well, could I speak to one of your officers? Perhaps they would know, because no doubt they have to attend court quite often with speeding tickets and things that people are fighting. So they said, just hold on. And they came back on the line after a few minutes and said they spoke with an inspector at the police station And he said to phone your city's Crown Council office. So I did that. And again, the lady could not provide me with an answer to my simple question: what happens if I wake up the morning I'm to report to jury duty and we have 8 inches of snow on the road? As at this time of year we could wake up with snow. I just wanted to find out for my own peace of mind, not being one that wants to cause any problems. So they said, why don't you phone the Crown Council office in the city where you've been summoned to? So I did that as well. I asked them, I'm to report for jury duty on January the 4th, 2016. What happens if I wake up and we've got 8 inches of snow on the road? I've got 20 miles to go and I have only all-season tires on my car. So she told me, phone the sheriff's office. And I said, I've been trying several times to get in touch with someone. All I get is an automated recording and followed by being disconnected. They had several different options you could press on the phone. So I even thought I'd try the one that said if you're 65 years of age or older, you don't have to attend jury duty. So I thought I'd try that number. But again, you get an automated recording, and after that you're disconnected. So surprisingly, the morning of January the 4th, when I had to attend the jury summons some 20 miles away, we did have a light dusting of snow on the ground. But I did make it safely to the courthouse. There were about 100 people that were in the lobby. We had to wait 3 hours. The judge came on over the intercom and gave us the whole politically correct statement, how it's a privilege to serve on the jury, and of course it's a cornerstone of the Canadian democracy, which has been in effect for hundreds of years. However, I was not picked. I was not even interviewed. They called several people in one at a time, and both the defense and prosecution had a chance to interview these people, which I didn't realize was how they do it. And either the defense or prosecution can decline that person to serve on the jury. The offense took place apparently in 2011, and only now they're getting it to before the court system. So I guess you can see how backed up the court system is here in the province of British Columbia, Canada. So at the end I thought, well, I still don't have my question answered. I went up to one of the sheriffs that was ushering people out and asked him the same question. What would have happened if we had a major snowfall and I couldn't report here? Because I see on the letter it said if you do not appear for the jury summons, you could be charged. So he said that in that case, if there was a major snowfall, the judge could make an exception. So it still wasn't a full answer, but That was the gist of the whole story. The judge could make an exception. They don't want to talk to you beforehand, and I thought, well, if I don't show up, you can bet your bottom dollar there'd be someone from the sheriff's office knocking on my door. We were to be there at 9:15 a.m. on January the 4th, and if we were picked, the trial was to start on January the 11th, I believe, and could possibly run for 8 days. Yes, my wife said first they said it would be 5 days, and then they said it could possibly run for 8 days. So I still don't know if they would give you any gas allowance, lunch allowance. I know our ICBC corporation, the court system, wouldn't pay my car insurance deductible if I slid off the road into the ditch if it was snowing. Anyways, I would welcome your input into that jury summons, jury selection. I imagine in every country it's a little different. Maybe in the United States, every state is a little different. So have you had to serve on jury duty or receive a jury summons letter in the mail? Did you have a frustrating experience like I did, just trying to get a simple question answered from the sheriff's office or your county sheriff's office? So I look forward to your comments on that. So thank you for coming along on this ride. You've been watching my Trictacular channel. So until next time, take care and ride safe. Bye bye.